How's it going, everybody? Come on in and take a seat. We have a lot to discuss today. We have so much stuff that's been happening in the music industry that I want to talk about. And no, before you get started, I'm not talking about JoJo Siwa making one of the worst dances I've ever seen in my life. Looks like she's having a seizure on stage, but who am I to judge, right? I am here to talk about a battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. That's right. I'm hopping on the bandwagon too. I hope you guys enjoy this music that's been coming out because it has actually been pretty good. And we've been receiving a lot of music, a lot more than, say, MGK versus Eminem, right? And I remember hearing about these songs, and I was a little bit tardy to the party. I ended up watching this off of Kai Cenat's stream, where he ended up listening to Family Matters, and within 30 minutes, Kendrick drops a song called Meet the Grams. It was actually kind of crazy to see it all unfold live. And then once I heard about this, I wanted to make a video, but they have been releasing tracks at such a fast rate that by the time I think I'm almost done editing a video, a new song comes out, making tons of stuff that I said irrelevant. So I'm deciding to just plant my flag right now, and we are going to be talking about the current drama that's been going on, where Drake has released a response to the two videos, Meet the Grams, and an absolute banger of a song known as Not Like Us. So if you got any snacks, go ahead and start munching. If you don't got anything, go ahead and grab some right now because we are about to get into this. Now, word of caution, I am no expert when it comes to this style of music. Everybody that knows me knows that my preferred style is going to be like Motionless in White or Escape the Fade or even like Bring Me the Horizon. And so coming in and listening to this type of music going back and forth, I will admit I have listened to Kendrick before. I think he's an amazing artist. I haven't listened to too much of Drake, so I'm not going to be going in and dissecting verse by verse everything that happens. I'll give you guys some of the main points of the song, but primarily I want to talk about the culture of the internet that's revolving around this. Because any kind of time battles like this happen, a lot of people say that whoever makes the song last and that's the end of the beef, that's usually who wins. But I believe how it looks in the public opinion is going to determine who's going to win this one. And the internet is going to be a huge battleground for this. Not just how good the songs are on their own, but how people receive them and what the public perception of these people are afterwards this happens. Now, first thing first, it's really ironic that he tries to call out Kendrick for view botting and like botting all of his stuff when I listened to the song an hour after it came out, and you can clearly see that there is a huge disparity from how many people have actually listened to the song to how many people have liked it already, which is a clear indicator of a like bot. And many people, not just myself, have already pointed this out on social media. Now, first impressions of this song, The Heart Part 6, it's not really hitting as hard. Now, admittedly, I listen to a little bit of like harder music, so I'm all about like if you can really go hard and punch someone, be a little bit vicious if you're going to have a battle with them, and especially if you can make the type of music that you move whenever you hear it. This was a very, very weak response, in my opinion, and that's my first impressions going through it. I do think he did a lot of damage control. It does seem like it's a song that is more of like a PR statement. It's like a really long lyrical PR statement to try to like say, no, I never did those things, which is also kind of bad. I haven't seen a whole lot of people talk about this part of it, but throughout the songs that Kendrick was making, he wasn't just calling Drake a PDF file, you know? He was calling tons of people that are employed under him a PDF file. Drake doesn't really like shut any of those people's allegations down. He just focuses on what's affecting him, which, I mean, if you're employing someone that's got those kinds of allegations, I think it's just as bad. You should probably cut them off or run some defense for them. I mean, he's probably wants a lot of people to run defense for him at this point, just going based off of like social medias and places like Reddit and stuff. He probably should start looking for some help pretty soon. Although I don't think anyone's going to rush to his defense right now because he's radioactive. And on top of that, Kendrick dropped a crazy bomb on everyone, claiming that Drake had a hidden child that was a daughter that may be 11 years old. But at the same time, over the course of 3 different songs, he ends up calling him a manipulator, basically trapping him in a box to saying, yes, that I have an 11-year-old daughter that I've hidden from the world, or going the route which he went in this song, saying that he fed him false information to try to manipulate him, and yes, he is a master manipulator, and this was one of his manipulations, which the internet picked up on extremely quickly and connected those dots that Kendrick was leaving behind, not really giving it a huge punch. No one can confirm or deny any of those allegations, but the way Kendrick framed it, it's kind of a lose-lose no matter what Drake does in that situation. Which, I mean, if you're battling someone, especially in rap, very, very effective thing to do. It's a very effective thing to do. So much so that when the internet heard the song and considered the verse, from what I saw, majority of the people reacted a little bit like this. Now, one of my favorite memes that I've seen around the internet that popped up was one of Always Sunny in Philadelphia, basically alluding to how Drake must have felt after hearing all of these songs and how well it was getting received by the internet and all the people, that he ran up to his ghostwriting team and started acting exactly like the skit.
I didn't realize it was even a conversation. I always assumed we would be heavily involved.
This is bad. We gotta definitely write a song about how we do not diddle kids. Do not diddle kids, it's no good diddling kids.
There is no quicker way for people to think that you are diddling kids than by writing a song about it.
You gotta write a song that says, ooh, I wouldn't do it with anybody younger than my daughter. No little kids, gotta be big, older than my wife, younger than my daughter, something like that.
Don't write a song about that.
No, I'm cloudy, I got a headache.
Which, in all honesty, I could definitely see it, and it seems like it would be the perfect interpretation of how he approached his ghostwriting team. Now, even in Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they knew that this was going to be a terrible fucking idea to do, which is going to lead us into one of the most important parts of this. And if you can't take away anything else from this video, I'm about to give you some major advice on this. Anytime you are in a public space and people start yelling back and forth at each other about, oh, you're a terrible person because of this, and you're a terrible person because of that, the one thing you never want to start doing, especially if you're on a public place that could reach the internet, is start victim blaming someone, which is what Drake ends up doing in this one. And he does it in a stupid way. He references one of Kendrick's songs, and he completely misunderstands the entire point of the song, basically taking it in the complete opposite direction. He claims that Kendrick Lamar was molested as a child, but that wasn't the point of the song. The point of the song was that his mother had experienced a lot of sexual abuse throughout her life, that when something that could have been similar pops up, and she thinks that maybe his cousin molested him, even when him telling her the truth and saying, no, nothing like that ever happened, it's hard for her to believe him because she was a victim and she knows that that's how she would have replied. So he doesn't even get what the song's about and instead uses it to say like, oh, that's why you're so fixated on it. It's because you're a victim. Ha! Like you won something. Now, as soon as the internet reaches it, they're quick to point out that he has no idea what he's talking about. And as someone who says that he talks only about facts in his music, that completely not know about what you're talking about in this situation kind of makes you look like a dumbass.
No, it's been a long fight. It's been a long fight, and I just had to have a warrior spirit, and that's all.
And on top of this, a huge meme that's been going around on the internet talks about how Kendrick calls him a pedophile, and then Drake ends up saying, no, I never did anything with Millie Bobby Brown, the girl from Stranger Things. That's the person that we're talking about. So obviously the internet reacts to it the way the internet does, with memes. They have like the public's reaction, like this dog that's just looking back and forth at him. I found one that perfectly represents it from the movie Ted, of the entire ghostwriting team realizing that they name dropped Millie Bobby Brown in their song.
Fuck!
And you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and make my own little meme. You know, I'll use my very own Yaki meme for this. Now you may say that meme was pretty good. That was a pretty good meme, right? That was pretty good. And yeah, I'm very proud of myself for doing that. But nothing compares to some of the other memes that I've been seeing around the internet, especially on X, formerly known as Twitter. This one has to be the best one that I saw. And many of you guys might recognize the show. If you've ever seen the Netflix hit You.
God, you're so kind, you're so protective, you're like my daddy. Is that what you like to hear?
No.
Do you want to fuck me, William?
No.
No, yeah.
Never
of course
mind.
you do. Of course you do. Everybody wants to fuck the 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Feel like soul food. Parked up outside in the old school. The new me back with the OU. The dog always finds his way back home, and it's so true.
And now going based off of like internet culture and stuff, which is what I want to talk to you guys about with all of this. This is how you basically know you've lost a major battle. All right. Especially one that's this publicized. There are so many people watching to see what happens. Basically, you know you've lost in this scenario if people start digging up old shit on you without like the person that you're beefing with going out and publicizing anything, and the internet just starts doing it on its own to create memes out of it.
If Drake and Kendrick Lamar got in a rap battle, who do you think would win?
You got to go with Kendrick. I'm just saying. I think Drake is an outstanding entertainer, but Kendrick, his lyrics, his last album was outstanding.
Excellent, all right.
Best album I think last year.
Thanks so much for your time, Mr. President.
Pedophile. You guys like Drake? I love Drake, man. I loved Drake for so long. Like, I had these long aspiring dreams to be the sole writer, producer, director of Drake the musical. They're gonna be running through the six with his woes. Big streamers, big streamers. He's gonna be in a wheelchair as Wheelchair Jimmy, and as he yeah! And as he transitions from acting to rapping, he's gonna start walking because it was God's plan, okay? Tonys is what I'm saying. No one's following me with that one. No one saw Drake's most recent album art with all the pregnant emojis and thought that's ironic considering he's used to going for women too young to impregnate. No one thought that. No one knows where I'm going with this. Do you guys not read Deep Google? Get on Deep Google. Drake is known for renting out like 5-star restaurants completely out and then taking that little girl, Millie Bobby Brown, 11 from Stranger Things, out on solo dates. Yeah, dude, he's preying on Billie Eilish. Drake is a pedophile, right? Right? Look at her mouth. She's making the mouth that Billie Eilish made in that hotel room. No, it's true. I just like to imagine that Millie Bobby Brown comes up to that restaurant and Drake is just like, hi, I'm Drake. And Millie's just like, hi, I'm Millie. And he's like, oh, I thought you were 11. And she's like, oh no, I play 11. He's like, yeah, close enough, get in here. Yeah. It's up. Like, on his latest album, he's like talking about how he's Michael Jackson and shit, and I'm like, oh, honey Drake though, but you can't sing, you can't dance, must be doing stuff, you know what I mean? It's up. Now I gotta rethink the musical. Now it's become a completely different production. Now that shit is Drake's just like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm doing teens. I'm doing teens. Billie Eilish, 5, 6, 7. I gotta write in the scene where Drake takes Millie up to his hotel room for some mentorship. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in the song where he's like trying to flirt with a teenager at their level, like, I'm too sexy for my shirt. Ooh, too sexy for my shirt. Ooh, sexy Disney Channel, is this working? And then Billie Eilish is just staring at him like, I think you're a bad guy. You know?
And these are just some of the ones that I decided to put up here. There are other ones where, like, there was a major one that started resurfacing that even people like Metro Boomin were posting about how he used to use a lot of hard R, and he even used it in interviews. So obviously I'm not going to be posting it on here. The evidence is out there. All you have to do is look it up and you can find it. But I do want to show one more that was a big revelation. And this is from someone who is a huge Drake fan. So if even your fans are starting to question your image because of what someone else is saying, things are very bad.
I gotta show y'all this shit, bro. First off, this nigga like went on a date with an 18-year-old. It's a little creepy, but it's cool. She 18, whatever. It's weird, but it's legal. All right, bro. She was born in 2000, bro. Why the fuck is this nigga flicked up with her in 2016, laying up on her, bro? And then as soon as she turned 18, they took her out on a date, bro. Dude, this shit blew my fucking mind when I seen this shit, bro. On God, this shit blew my fucking mind, bro. Like, dead ass, bro. This Drake is pre-ordering bitches, bro. He's dead ass pre-ordering, bro. And this, what, May 5th, 2016? Linked her a week after she turned 16. She basically freshly 16, bro. Like, God, like, what is this shit, bro? Bro, this shit, like, actually blew me when I seen this, bro. Is that your GOAT? That's the thing, bro. He's still, like, he is my GOAT, but I can't co-sign this, bro. Like, this is crazy.
Y'all gonna have me getting carried away again. I get in trouble for shit like this. How old are you? Oh, that's I can't go to jail yet, man. 17? Why do you look like that? You big. Look at all this. Well, alright. Well, listen, 17. I had fun. I don't know if I should feel guilty or not, but I had fun. I like the way your breasts feel against my chest and stuff. I just want to thank you.
Yeah, I did sneak in an extra little video in there to show you about when she was 17 and on stage with Drake. And I know I made the joke about JoJo Siwa earlier, but honestly, that's probably what Drake's listening to right now. Because karma is a bitch. And I bet he wished he never fucked around. If he could go back in time, he would probably try to warn himself like an Interstellar. No! So, at the end of the day, yeah, Drake's not doing too well. Especially in as far as what I've seen from the internet and how they've been reacting to it.
Starship air superiority. Spy plane removed.
And you know, it's going to be really tough. It's going to be really tough because Kendrick made a song that will probably be played for a long time. Like, the beat is super good. A lot of people have been vibing to it. There have been an absolute ton of memes that have been created from this song of just every possible instance from popular cultures like cartoons and stuff like that, where people are just like getting any bit that they can possibly find of like the cartoon people jamming out or something like that to the song.
They not like us. 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 They not like us.
And it's translated to real life. Like, just look at, people are playing this in clubs, at parties.
I'm at the pool party. BBL Drizzy, I'm at the pool party. And they just called you a petty. You a chomo? They backed it up at the party. Come on, black boy.
What your lingo was. 21, get your first street cred. Hell, but you feel like you a slime in your head. Lingo said you could be the north side. Them chains say you good, but he not.
And the sad part about all of this, they're probably going to do this for a while. For a pretty long time, they're going to be jamming to this song, which means that he's going to have to listen to it over and over again.
Even if I have to come back tomorrow, and the next day, 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 and the next day.
Phone call, Mr. Plankton.
And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day.
So at the end of the day, is it enough to tank his career? Probably not, but definitely has left a major stain on his reputation in the eyes of the public. And if something comes up in the future where a lot of these allegations are proven true, and he ends up going to jail, people will look back at this moment and say, wow, Kendrick really put this into the spotlight for everyone to see. So that's going to do it for me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content and want to see more of this. Leave some comments in there if you agree with me or if you disagree with me. I don't give a shit. And to be honest with you, Drake fans really need some friends right now, so hopefully you end up finding someone that agrees with you. But that's going to do it for me, and until next time, be careful who you beef with. Peace.
Didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my fam.
Robert, you could eat a whole dick, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. You was fake in the hood, nigga. Like that ass, nigga.